What is up, Go World? It's me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you with another Go format video. However, this is not like a normal video. This is not like a video that I've made in the past. This is a different type of video. This video has a little somber tone, a little bit of bad news or whatever. Earlier today, if you know me, if you know this whole situation of everything that's going down, I'll kind of go over that in a little bit of detail here soon. But I kind of just stepped back from all of my, from a lot of my roles and responsibilities in the Go format thing because I just kind of wanted to explain myself and where I'm coming from and kind of get my side out. I had this huge long post typed up with full of grammatical spelling errors. You already know how I get down. I can't spell and type for shit. But anyway, I had this huge thing kind of ginned up of what I wanted to say to kind of vocalize what I'm going through and how I wanted to get my part out there. But I figured it'll be a lot easier just to put it all into video form since I have this whole ass YouTube channel and cameras and all this shit anyway. I might as well just kind of put it together and get it out there, kind of what I'm going through and have it hopefully it'll kind of express why I kind of made some of the decisions I made today. So just a little bit more. So just a little bit more about me personally. In a few of my older videos, if you go back and kind of check them out, man, I kind of mentioned it. When I grew up extremely poor, like extreme poverty. I didn't have a lot. I didn't have, as far as, resources. And I remember growing up, we would, being as poor as we were, living in these dangerous areas with all the vibes, man. And a part of that, I just remember we would have to just move all the time. We were constantly in flux, going from one place to the next place, staying with these people, staying with that people, just because that's how it was survival at the time. And I would always be going to new schools. Each time I would have to move, I would have to register for a different school. And I was always very poor, so I didn't have the nicest clothes. I didn't have the nicest anything. I was just always, whatever. And I was always new, so I never really kind of made it in. I was never the cool kid. That just wasn't even the case. Not a chance. But the thing that kind of, got me through it all, that made it kind of worth a damn, was that each time I would go to one of these new schools, it would always be like, you go to the cafeterias, you go to the gymnasiums, there's always like a spot set up of kids playing this game. It was always this game, and it was like a community within itself of kids. And whenever I would go to these places or these new schools, they would always just bring me in, black, white, Mexican, Chinese. It didn't matter. They would always accept me because we had this joint bond of people who played this game, of kids who played this game, and that just always kind of got me through a lot of tough stuff. And then from there, I ended up finding, my local events and finding my locals, and that became like my safe haven, like a place I would go to whenever shit was going bad or whenever things weren't going great. I always had a spot like, hey, on Saturdays I'm going to be here and these people are going to look out for me. It's going to be great. I'm going to have a time. I look forward to it week by week by week. And it got me through a lot of tough times. So now, fast forward, my life is much better. I got through a lot of that, stuff, a lot of therapy, a lot of all the crap, but still, through whatever good nature, good forces, whatever you want to call it, I stumbled upon this community, and a lot of those same type energy was there, with the people who have all these different walks of life, all these different backgrounds, all these different things of people who have now joined together, banded together to play the same game that I was playing back then, and it was just, it means so much to me. So now that's why I went on this crusade. I went on this path to say, hey, I need to get as many people as possible to play this game as possible, because I want to bring the same amount of joy that I feel whenever I'm playing this game or whenever I'm around this game. I want to deliver that joy out to as many people that are lost, that are alone or whatever, because because it got me through a lot of tough times. And maybe for other people who experienced that same thing, same life that I did, hell, maybe they can come in and they can do it too. So that's why I did it all. So now we have this community, and it's so beautiful and it's so nice. And then come to find out that, people who, for whatever reason, who they want to win, or they want to, be the best, or they want to do whatever, decide to violate that. And I know, and whatever. Oh, dude, you're whatever. You're a dweeb. You're a nerd. Whatever. It's just a game. Who cares? Blah blah blah. Grow up. It's not. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that. It's something that's, to me, it means a lot. It means a whole lot. It's something I care about very deeply, and I also care about my own mental health and my own emotional baggage that I'm going through. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be violent. I don't want to. It's all peace and love. It's all peace and love. It's all peace and love, because that's the only way that we can do it. So as we go through and everyone's got their pitchforks out, and then they're like, hey, why is JD not pulling his pitchfork out? Because I'm not with that. I'm not about to. I'd rather throw my hands up and just move on to a different thing, because that to me is the only way I can justify the whole thing, because either you're all the way in or you're all the way out, and you can't be half. So first, if you didn't know, I just kind of go like a quick recap of the entire situation as I know it to be as of today. Apparently, in the few weeks or days or months, so there was this bot that was developed. I'm sure at this time you've already probably heard about it. This is all old news at this point. There was a bot, okay, that could you type in a user's name, boom, 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 and then this bot will spit out all their replays, all replays of that username. Okay, you could take the last few replays or whatever, analyze those replays, and they will spit out a full, complete deck list of that user. Okay, so mid-tournament, mid-game, mid-ladder match, wherever the hell you're playing, you could just stop for a brief moment, type in your opponent, pull up their whole deck list, and now you have it. This existed during major events, events that people take their time, effort, and energy to show up, to participate in, to play. People had access to this. And not only did people have access to this, there were people who are pillars of this community that knew about it, and it wasn't stopped. I think it's bad. I really do. I mean, but that's with your own personal morals. That's with your own personal ethics, because the replays are technically free to use. But this thing can get it if there's no watchers. It can get it if it's unrated, rated, solo mode, Edison. Who gives a damn? They can get them. So public service announcement. If I'm you, I will continue to make alt accounts. I will continue to try to beat this, because it's just a matter of time before the next bot is there, and then someone will try to gain a competitive edge. Dueling Book has since created like a CAPTCHA that they put on the replays now to kind of prevent this bot from being able to do this. But however, I understand how if someone can do this, why not do that? It's just a matter of time before the next thing comes. So I would just go ahead and protect your head and neck as soon as you can, and don't be a victim. But the damage has already been done. It's too late. And I think that it's you can't undo it. So I had no idea some of this technology existed, and let alone some of the two cornerstones of the community kind of knew about it and did not relay this information to the community soon enough so that people can better prepare themselves and protect themselves in a competitive environment, because a lot of people play this game competitively or whatever. So not only that, but a few people had access to this bot, and I believe that this provided an unfair advantage to certain people, and it kind of had an unlevel playing field for people of interest. And I think that's something that I really didn't honor or respect. And then the investigation led on, and then other things came out about people stealing decks and passing off decks, and we had this entire 6-hour Senate community hearing in the GOAT Format War League Discord. Still, make sure you go to that Discord and join. It's gonna be lots of fun. Yeah, so it's just over the past couple of days, whenever it's just been so much drama, so much vitriol, so much bitterness, so much anger, so much hate, and it's just starting to weigh on me, and it's starting to affect. And I know it sounds so stupid, and I know this, and it just started to affect my life, my personal life, and this is a game. It's something that I do that should bring me joy. And I made a deal with myself, and I'm like, hey, as soon as this thing stops being fun, you need to put it aside, because life in itself is already extremely stressful enough. And it's kind of been wearing on me. It's kind of been wearing on my spirit, on my soul. Because if you know me, if we've had a conversation, I'm very open and honest about what I've done. I'm open and honest about my history of my life. I will talk to anyone who's willing to listen about me and about my journey and how I got to where I am. And it's been a lot of I use this game, whether it's right or wrong, but I use this game as a means to escape the turmoil that is life. Life is very hard sometimes, and if you that's why I decided to do it. Granted, I did not anticipate the amount of kickback and of people reaching out saying, hey, JDZ, I really appreciate what you're doing. You should not do this. You should not relinquish your thing. Everyone really enjoys. I never in 1,000 years would have anticipated that type of reaction. And maybe when I said I was going to do that, I think I might have acted in haste, because of just it was just like I was as the news continued to roll out, and as things continued to happen and things continued to progress, and the investigations kept turning, and people kept lying, and people kept changing stories. And these are players, and I'm still speaking in speculation. I will never call someone a liar, even though, I believe people were to be lying. I won't say, hey, you are a liar. That's just not how I get down. But the more it continued to happen, the angrier and angrier and angrier I got, until the point where I'm actually mad in real life. I'm on YouTube, this is real life. I play this game, that is real life, but at the same time, it's a game. You have to be able to separate your hobbies and recreation from your actual life. So if I'm and it started to affect me, and I found myself upset, I found myself angry, I found myself so I just hey, you know what, let me just kind of remove myself, because this is obviously not affecting me correctly, and then I can reassess the whole situation, and then maybe I can continue to play. I can continue to do all these things, because it's something that I do incredibly enjoy. So I know it's probably not a valid enough excuse. It's probably there are people who feel like this is not something that they can understand or whatever. And I totally understand that, because I came here and I'm bought in. I say that, I'm saying I'm here. I still believe in this community. I still believe that we can repair all this stuff, and I still think we can continue on. I don't believe, this whole thing is corrupt and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to be on a crusade or some kind of witch hunt or some kind of thing where it's just so much anger and bitterness all the time, because that's not who I am. That's not my character of being that person. And if I'm needed to be that person in order to, be some type of leader, then it's clearly not the place for me to do that. So I know, and again, I still have so much love and admiration and respect for everyone who's ever, who joined up for the War League. I think you should still continue to do that. I really believe I may have acted in haste. Maybe I should not have, just because now there are second, third, and fourth order effects. I'm causing more strife and more turmoil to the people who now have to do more work without me, and that is not what they signed up for. So that's just disrespectful on my end. So I feel terrible about that, and I believe I made a mistake. So I did what I did. Maybe it was extremely impulsive, and to Insidious and WGM and Kuru and everyone else, I do apologize for that. I didn't realize, to the community and everyone who is a part of the War League and who's a part of GoFormat.com and who's a part of, and who's ever watched, one of my videos, whoever tuned in and like, hey, JD, you just quit on us all. That's not the case. I acted maybe rash or impulsively, and maybe I made a mistake. But this is something I felt like I needed to do at that time in order to secure, my own stuff. Because I was very upset. I was very upset about, as more and more information continued to come out, and as more and more, things kept being developed, and more people just continued to go in circles about how things really went down. I just felt like it was just too much. And I was like, you know what, if I just if I just stop, I can recalibrate and refocus on things that I think truly matter, and I think we all can just be better, you know. So that's kind of in a nutshell why I kind of step back. I'm still a very open book, and then I can kind of tell my side of why I did what I did. I'm still very much available. I'm willing to talk to anybody. You can DM me at any time. You know me. I'm JDZ. I play Goats. I'm still going to be out here pumping out videos. I'm still going to be playing this game. I'm still going to be doing interviews. I'm still going to be doing, you know, I'm still going to be, I want to be close to the game, but at the same time, I don't want to be associated with cheating. Okay. I don't want to be I'm fine with the things as they are. Things that I disagree with, I can't sit idly by and have people continue to, you know, it's just not me. But you know, that's about the whole bot thing. The bot thing has been resolved allegedly. The stealing of deck lists has been resolved. There have been bans. Some of the greatest players of our game have now been banned from the game for these accusations. You know, no one has stepped up. No one has came clean. No one has still to this time. No one has said, you know, this is what happened and this is why I did it. No apologies have been issued, and it's just unfortunate. You know, it's really unfortunate. So that's why I just kind of step back. I wash my hands of the situation, and I kind of just move back. But like I said, I will this channel will not die. I know a lot of GOAT format YouTubers, they'll be like, this channel's never gonna die, and they'll never make another video, you know. But that ain't gonna be me. We're gonna continue to do it. Shout out to the War League. Still, you know what I'm saying, still my heart. I still love it. Maybe after all this calms completely down and we can get back to playing War, I will come back and participate in the GO Format War League. But until then, I must remove myself. And if anyone would like to reach out to me or talk to me, I'm still available at any time. I still got mad. I still got nothing but love for this community. I have nothing but love for this game. Goats will go on. Goats will prevail. You know, it will not stop. I will continue to play. I'm going to continue to make videos. I'm going to continue to be a part of this game, whether anyone watches them anymore or not. I will. That's just how it is. I still have an interview with Joey Neutrogrounds coming out tomorrow. Shout out to him. I still will. That's just how I get down. But if you have any questions for me, I'm still around. It makes you like, comment, subscribe, continue to do that. And let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any issues with me, feel free to tell me directly. I will answer any questions or concerns that you may have. And I'm not giving up, you know. So I just had to take a step back, had to breathe, to relax. I had to get on my own mentals. I had to calm the rage that was burning inside of me, man. And I had to just kind of separate from the drama a little bit and all the pitchforking and rabblery, dude. I ain't with the rabblery. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, do it. But I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna have to step back. That's my whole. Either you're all the way in or you're all the way out. And I just decided to be all the way out in this particular instance. So still feel free, man. Let me know what it is, what it's gonna be. I'm JDZ. I play Ghosts. I'm gonna keep this thing rocking. That's all I got on the situation. Thank you guys for listening, tuning in, and all that. And thank you. Hey, seriously, thank anyone who reached out and said, "Hey, JD, man, I really appreciate what you did. I really appreciate what you continue to do. It sucks that this happened. Continue to do it. Take care of what you got to take care of. Come back if you need to. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That sentiment means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because some people understand, some people get it, some people know what it is. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, some people, I can understand that some people may feel betrayed, some people may feel let down, some people may feel that as well. So if you do feel that way, continue to reach out to me and I can address it. I don't mind talking to anyone about anything, because I know we all struggling, we all going through stuff, we all have issues. I will talk to you about whatever you want to talk to. If you play Goats, you are someone I care about. Period. You know, if you're into this game, you're someone I care about. So if you're having issues and you're having problems and you're having whatever, reach out to me and we can sit down and talk about it, man. So that's all I got for now. Until the next one, it's gonna be coming out soon. Joey Neutrogrounds, look out for it. I'm JDZ. I Plays Goats. Peace.